The traditions that we hold so dear sometimes become the very thing that is acting as a stumbling block in our relationship with God. There are certain traditions that have exalted itself above the word of God. And Second Corinthians 10 verse 5 tells us that we must cast down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. God is not against traditions in itself, but the traditions which are exalting themselves above the word of God is what Paul was referring to in this instance. In Matthew chapter 15, the verse 1 to 3, the scribes and the Pharisees who were from Jerusalem questioned Jesus about why his disciples were not washing their hands. Now, Jesus did not have a problem with their traditions, but his main concern was the fact that the traditions was being placed above the word of God. And no matter what, how convicted you are, your convictions cannot go beyond the principles of the word of God. So in Matthew chapter 15, the verse 1 to 3, Jesus said, the Pharisees and scribes who were from Jerusalem came to Jesus saying, "Why do your disciples transgress the traditions of the elders? For they do not wash their hands when they eat bread." And Jesus answered to them and said, "Why do you also transgress the commandment of God because of your tradition?" What traditions are holding us back? What traditions have been exalted above the word of God? When you read Daniel chapter 1, the verse 8, it says that, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with a portion of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the chief of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself." He purposed in his heart to go against the traditions of the Babylonians because he would rather not defile himself. Think deeply on this when we talk about breaking traditions. What does it mean? What traditions do you need to break in order to freely enjoy your walk with God? God bless you, and I'll see you another day.